Hello guys, and by the time you've already read the title, today I'm going to talk about my experience with Xiaomi and how this all started, how this journey started, how it came to this. And this is actually a future update on the previous video that I uploaded regarding the MIUI 13 killed my phone. So we're going to talk more about it, what happened after that, what did the technical team said, what happened, what was my experience with the service center, what my other experiences, and we'll talk more about it. Okay, so first of all I would like to show you how this journey started. It started off with this phone. Let me quickly remove the blur so that you can actually see the phone itself. Hold on. So if I remove the blur, you can see this is a Redmi 2. I purchased it in 2000 and probably 15. Yeah, I purchased it on May 2015. It's a Redmi 2 Prime. It was 8000 rupees phone. 8 megapixel back camera, 2 megapixel front camera, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes of storage. Pretty amazing deal for the time. This phone literally worked for me for around 2.5 years, and then it got bricked. I mean, technically, it got bricked after a lot of, if I pushed a lot of updates through it, and finally it gave up its life and it got bricked. So this was technically my fault for breaking this phone, but this phone had a very fun experience. So wanted to try out my luck with another Xiaomi phone. So I purchased the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 was also a brilliant phone with good specifications: 16 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of not 16 gigabytes of RAM, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and 32 gigabytes of storage. And it had the 16 megapixel camera back, front 5 megapixel camera, very large screen, a 5.5-inch screen, which was pretty big for that time. And it was pretty amazing phone. It worked for me for around 3 years. Then also it had a motherboard problem. So after that, after a long time, I purchased this phone back in 2021. This phone is literally almost a year old, like a year old and like a few months. I purchased this in May. This phone right here, this phone that you can see over here. I purchased this phone, and it's been literally almost like year across the year, and it's not. Its motherboard is rigged. I mean, technically the phone works. The basic features are going on. The camera is rigged. You can see the camera. Only the front camera works. The back camera, the what do you call it? I don't know what you call macro camera, bokeh camera, whatever you call it, works. I did a lot of technical stuff. I will show you all the chat and all the technical shit that I did, and I'll show you what happened with that. So basically, Xiaomi's service team was like the call service team was pretty decent. They attended me pretty well. They interacted with me very well. But the problem is that they have a set of rules that the customers that they have to follow throughout their customers. And even though I was telling that after the update this started heating issue started and it's rigged, they still wanted me to visit a service center for proper feedback and proper testing. So I did as I was told. First of all, let me show you the chat real quick. Okay, let me show you the chat real quick. So as you guys can see, I literally had to zoom it out because the chat is not expanding and stuff like all. So let me show you how I started to initiate the conversation. First, let me show you the tweet that happened. Let me go through the tweets real quick. Oh, so here it started off. MI13 broke my camera, need help. Then after that, in this tweet, there's a lot of response from the persons and a lot of from people feedback who have already gone through the same problem. One of them had already told that this will occur. It's by a person. So if I move this a little bit further away, if I just zoom that out, I can just show you what the response was. It's normal. Now get the motherboard replaced for 80% of the device cost and keep it repeating after every 2 months. I mean, that's the basic thing that they are telling me to do as well in the chat. I'll show you the chat on. And another response is after MIA 13 update, I've been facing so many problem issues on my device, camera, dialer, charging speed issues, slow response. I use 30-party apps for camera. Pretty fair, pretty decent workout. So as you can see, I wrote my address. I purchased this and facing camera issues of wide angle camera and 800 pixel camera instead. Tested it through this dialer instruction as to please help. Then the usual response, thank you for reaching out. We're supposed to know that you are facing an issue with your device and if you already assist in some in order to this that's not problem. There's a few questions they asked. I said yes. Then they took another day to respond that. Thank you for your permission. Please provide us with the details like the current UR position, how long in facing the session. Okay, so I told them that I'm using this version of the MIUI. I'm going to updated it in November 13th. 18th. It was working fine. I restarted, formatted it, and I also did some troubleshooting that I already sent them that the number dialing one. Then they told me to reboot the phone after clearing the cache and all this stuff, which is pretty normal to do. Then I did this. I sent them the screenshot. Then I told them that the camera is not still working. Then they told me to do this shit again, which I already mentioned them in the first over here in the chat that I did this thing, which is they're telling me to do it again. So I did it again, and then I sent them the report. This is the basic report. Or you can see that direct camera is failing. So after this, I sent them the SS. So troubleshooting. They send me a huge ass message over here to take up backups and basically all the stuff and go to service center. Then I told them that the service center appointment cannot be booked on door appointment. So said you cannot do an on door appointment. You have to visit the service center. I said okay, I will visit the service center. And my experience in service center was basically I told them that this is the issue. They handed me over a slip which I can show you right now. Where's the slip? So basically they handed me over a slip which I'll be showing you on the screen itself. I'll post a whole video of scanned stuff. This thing that these are the parts that are problematic, and you have to go go and take like replace the parts basically. And it will cost me around 15,491. And I told them that I have purchased this device for 25K, and you are taking around like literally half of the money for servicing the motherboard. That should be your issue because of their update. This motherboard issue is happening, and it's not happening only to me but to all the consumers over here who are chatting down and retweeting my tweet. So I said this is the worst service. You're selling a phone which is only lasts till its warranty and then it breaks apart. Then the usual like copy paste message, we would request you to get in touch with the service center team. They will be right to guide you for the phase. Require you to submit your device to the service center. Keep us on open sheet so that we can assist you. So I booked an appointment. I did. I booked an appointment. This is the new appointment. So I confirmed that I visited the service and I sent them the number. Didn't understand. So I just did it. I sent my registered number. I sent my full number, service sheet number. Then they will thank you for the question upon the device diagnosed. They returned it without replacement. So basically what I did, I took the device back. I didn't replace the parts because I didn't want to pay the charge, and they're saying we are request you to coordinate with the service center and get the issue fixed by chargeable basis. We appreciate your kind understanding in this regard. I told them that this issue is happening after I updated to MIUI 13 and they're not taking it seriously. This issue is not being taken seriously because I'm just a regular consumer who's not gonna take any action against them. because after 1 year I buy a 25K phone and it's dead. So they again copy pasted the same response. Hi, I understand you're doing some upon detailing. We know that your device is out of warranty, hence for request to coordinate with service center and get your issue fixed as chargeable basis. Again copy paste, and I said okay, thank you for your regard. So this is the basic update that's happened over here. They're not like taking responsibility for the like the update that they have pushed out as a company, and because of that millions of users are facing issues regarding that. And so this is the basic story of what's happening with MIUI. So that's why I'm making this video, to make you aware of not buying the latest MIUI phone or any Xiaomi phone, because if you keep on buying their phones, they won't take responsibility for their updates, for their mishaps that are happening, and they won't take responsibility for their customer service. So that's all for this video. Hope you like this video and find this video relatable. Write down in the comment section if you have faced an issue with Xiaomi in general. And till then, we meet soon. Peace.